Buying a home is more than just a transaction. It's a journey. And for many, it can feel overwhelming, confusing, and even a little scary. But hey, you're not alone.
I think it was probably 2019 I started looking for ways to get additional money. My husband was the breadwinner and I was at home with the kids, but things were tight. And so I was like looking up some ideas and went online and started listening to podcasts. And those podcasts led me to one called BiggerPockets. And then the more I learned, I was like, I think it's possible to become an investor without a lot of money. So this one was a house that we bought for $40,000, which was in Carbon County, Utah. But we were lucky because that was when the market was just going up and up with values. And so we came out okay. I said, I know we don't know how to do this, but I think we can figure it out. So we still have that mobile home RV park, and it's still called Shady Acres. And sometimes I get to be called the Shady Lady by my husband. And so we structured it for 10 years. And there's a little bit of a balloon due at the end. So we've been just paying that monthly, and it's been going great. And we've added a lot of value to the park. It's almost night and day from when we bought it. It's probably a good idea to get like sewer scopes before you buy. We haven't done terrible, but we've definitely hired a company multiple times to clean out the sewer. And so we got electrical updated, had to hire an electrician to do a number of them, and we said, okay, we'll do at least this many for now. Try to get those up and running, and added gravel to the park and tried to make the landscaping better, got a new sign, got online so people could find us. We own those, and that's one thing that's a little different, is that we own the mobile homes rather than the tenants own them. I think it's important to run your numbers and talk to somebody that has done it before, you know what I mean? To kind of learn from their experience and try to do something that if you still have some failure within it, you can still bounce back. And honestly, with our world today with high prices and inflation, I'm like, I don't know how we would do it without this stuff. Yeah, just recently my almost 17-year-old son and my nephew said, we want to buy one of the mobile homes from you and rent it out. And I do want to add one little thing that isn't very common, but this park that we bought, we got it on 0% interest. It wasn't very profitable. And I was like, the agent's getting more money than we are. You buy a house that you can rent other portions of the house to someone else, and that will help with your mortgage payment. It's not COVID time where we have multiple offers on these nice turnkey houses. And if something looks like a good price where you could make a profit, then you're getting multiple offers.
Okay.
And so that's become a challenge too, because then if I'm representing a client that wants to get it for a decent deal, others will outbid it, and then it's like, it doesn't make sense for us anymore. I would say the buyers have a lot of options to negotiate.
Okay.
Yeah. So oftentimes the buyers can ask for concessions, and so buyers have the upper hand. Yeah. I think a real estate agent has the knowledge to say, let's look into these certain issues that the average person might not even think about. Also, just when it comes to negotiating those things, being able to say something. I'm not afraid to make a lowball offer. But yeah, I think there's just a lot of things that now that I've been an agent, I was like, oh, I had no idea. I had no idea that how valuable an agent is. And so this client of mine was a first-time home buyer, but they wanted to be able to purchase lower because housing is expensive. There's so many times that people will be like, I don't know an inspector, or I don't know an electrician, all those things. There's so many things that people need. And so it is good to have those resources and people you can call on.
Whereas obviously when you have a connected relationship there, it's, hey, no, I want to make sure I do a good job for Christina because she sends me a good amount of business, so I don't want it to go elsewhere. But the reality is that relationship matters a lot more for that buyer than maybe they realize, because he's working harder really for you.
And so he's come to a lot of my open houses, and this guy, he'll be like, what do you need me to do? Do you need me to sweep? Do you need me to do this? And he just jumps in there, and it's a breath of fresh air because I'm like, he can tell that I'm like trying to hustle around and make sure everything's good, and I can't get that sign to stay in the ground and all these things. And so he's a value add guy.
Again, and I guess that's what I would say. That's the benefit of having a good team with you, is because ultimately it does sometimes take a village to raise a child, but also to buy a house, right? I like it. That's one of the other benefits of buying real estate, is you get to come up with a cool LLC name, right?
So become educated and talk to people, even if you don't think you're ready. Maybe you're ready.
People come to me and they have their 20% down. I'm like, hey, good job. You have great credit. You're the perfect buyer. I'm very glad. But we probably should have talked like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you
could've.
didn't actually need to have all this saved. I'm proud of you. Good job. But yeah, 5 years ago, you could have bought a house. No, real estate's a great way to everyone needs to buy a home, in my opinion. It's just a really good way to build wealth over time. And then instead of selling that home, keep it as a rental and go buy another one, right?
Yeah.
Because that first home is often very good as a investment, right? A townhome or condo or something
Yeah.
like that.